All right. Hi, everybody. So welcome to our next video on building and protecting your health over the holidays. After our Fearless Masterclass series, we've had a lot of questions about, how do I keep this up and keep successful during the holidays? And I had a conversation with a patient today. This isn't about being perfect. It's about just being better. So the holidays, although it's supposed to be, a joyous time of year, can produce a lot of stress. This year may look a bit different, but I'm sure there's still going to be, plenty of stress coming with it, just maybe in different forms. So in keeping with last week's message, let's talk about how we can have some fun, but still build health during the holidays. So one of the biggest questions I get asked about for the holidays is nutrition. So as there's, a lot more exposure to things like sugar and alcohol and probably, bad fats and proteins during the holidays. So if there's going to be a celebratory gathering, whether in person or online, where you'll be exposed to more of the cheat foods, the things that may taste good, but they don't necessarily build or support your health. There's a few strategies you can use. Number one is to ensure that nutrition is good around these times. So try and make your nutrition as pristine as possible in times surrounding that, so the average is still decent. So if you averaged out everything you consumed over that time frame, whether it be over the day, over a couple days, over the week, it's still decent and it's not disastrous. So where many people go wrong is the mindset, like if I'm going to be off tonight, why not take like the whole day or the whole week off, right? Having a vacation meal or a vacation day is fine. You can still make progress if you're good the other 6 days of the week, right? So if you're going to have a special night or a special dinner or a special day or whatever, just make sure the time surrounding that is good so your average is still healthy. Number two would be, if you're going to a live event, try and eat before you go so you're less hungry when you're there. Therefore, you're less likely to eat so much of those cheat foods, so you can lessen the amount of indulgence you have that might take you away from your goals. And the third one in this manner is to plan ahead by doing a workout the morning before your event. By doing so, you've created a debt by burning off stored sugars and stored calories. So some of what you consume that night is just going to take you back to normal and not send you into the red. So by planning ahead, you can create a buffer for yourself. And so it's, again, knowing the essentials and the things we taught through the masterclass, or even just if you weren't on the masterclass, you're just learning them through these videos. Knowing these tips can still have you protecting and gaining health through the holidays, even though you have some full-on nights off, some full-on days off, where your nutrition or your health may not be at its best. Now, the other point I want to tackle in this video is the stress part I touched on at the start. So a couple things here. Chiropractic adjustments are shown to improve your body's ability to deal with stress. A 2004 study showed that those with forward head posture, right? And many of us that sit on computers, like, this is a constant thing. But those with forward head posture had a 44% greater risk of mortality due to coronary heart disease. So big thing here, keep up your adjustments and your home care during these times to take stress off your body and build health. Another crucial one is sleep. Sleep is very important, as during sleep is when the body, it rebuilds itself. But it's also the most common area people skimp on. So a few tips, as you need to get an average of 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night for the best results. So number one is no screen use before bed unless you're using blue blocking glasses. So screens, these are things like your cell phones, TVs, computers, iPads. The screen time around bedtime increases the cortisol hormone in your body. It affects the pituitary gland as well. So it affects and lowers your sleep quality. So these blue blocking glasses, there's many different forms of them. I bought some online probably 6 years ago or so. I think I got them off of Amazon. They were like 15 or 20 bucks. They're not the most fashionable looking things. They are a blue frame and they have like an orangey colored lens, but it blocks the blue light. At that time, there wasn't many options, so I took what I could get. Now you have many different options. You can still get the ones that I have, And again, if you're just around your house, whatever, fashion's not your main concern, then you're going to get great blue blocking quality. So if you are on your phone, doing computer, watching TV before you go to bed, you don't get the negative effects of that blue light coming in. Blue light signals to the body that it's daytime. So it's time for you to stay awake. You can get more fashionable options that have like a normal glasses frame where they look like sunglasses or eyeglasses, and the lens is clear. They are much more expensive. They'll typically go higher, like $250 and higher. So depends on your amount of fashion you want to have, but either or, blue blocking glasses if you're going to use screens, or avoid screens at least a half hour to 45 minutes before bed. Number two is lower the room temperature. So in your bedroom, it should be below 20 degrees Celsius. By lowering room temperature, we can lower body temperature by about a degree or so, and it increases our quality and quantity of sleep. And then the last thing is, do something relaxing before bed. For some, that might be taking a bath. Some that might be doing like some breathing exercises. That's typically my go-to. It doesn't have to be long, like 3 to 5 minutes. Some people read. Anything that helps you unwind and prepare for sleep. So something to take your mind out of busy mode and prepare for rest. So those are some big tips. Again, going through the holidays, how do we manage nutrition? How do we handle some of these stressors? If you have questions, please feel free to respond to the messages was sent to you in, and my team will get them to me so I can answer them for you. So have a great rest of your week.